Street art is on the rise, and our response to this is by bringing accessibility to you of an artist who was there from the moment of inception. The godfather of street art, Ron English. As publishing leaders of the UK contemporary fine art scene, we strive to represent the most notable art figures today, which Ron most certainly is. Ron English has an incredibly rich career which spans over 5 decades. To summarise his heritage is quite a feat. Incredibly well known for his creative accolades, he's often swarmed at prestigious dates in the art calendar, most notably Art Miami, the longest running and second most attended art fair in the world. Ron is a global phenomenon, hugely collected in East Asia and the US. We are delighted to be bringing to the forefront of British and European fine arts an incredible opportunity to own works from this highly collectible artist. Our debut collaboration with Ron is his highly imaginative Guernica collection. It is visually striking, poignant, and offers a lot more than what is on the surface. The more you live with these pieces, the more you notice new and exciting elements to the work, making it our most interesting and diverse collection to date. Renowned as the godfather of street art, Ron English has an extraordinary ability to merge popular culture with subversive art that has left a permanent mark on the modern art scene. He is a pioneering figure in the pop surrealist movement and found his artistic voice by appropriating advertising campaigns and famous cultural icons. His provocative and satirical approach is what makes Ron one of the world's most prolific and recognisable artists alive to date.
All of a sudden you look at a Ron English billboard, you'll do a double take.
Moving to New York in the 80s, English became a formidable figure in the East Village street art scene, alongside the likes of Kenny Scharf, Jean-Michel Basquiat and Keith Haring. By hijacking billboards and blending photography with text, he radically altered big brands' original messaging, making fun of these powerful corporations. He was one of the first artists to employ this form of culture jamming, to critique consumerist society and the status quo within his own subversive statements. His latest collection, in collaboration with us at Castle Fine Art, reframes Picasso's political masterpiece, Guernica. Ron challenged himself to create a body of reimagined paintings inspired by the work, to be used as a template to explore unspoken day-to-day topics such as media manipulation, politics, religion, and other controversial points. From this visionary culmination of works, we are incredibly proud to present Punk Skunk Guernica and Star Wars Guernica in the worldwide exclusive release on canvas for the very first time. Punk Skunk Guernica welcomes us to Ron's very own immersive fairy tale-like world, Delusionville. Delusionville is home to hundreds of characters of Ron's inventive making. Punk Skunk Guernica introduces us to 14 key characters, such as the rabbits, representing the workers, the vultures, who are old money, sheep, who are the cult leaders that brought spirituality to the new fantasy world, and the wolves, ignorant to their own power, now the bottom of society, the lowest of the low. Ron uses surrealism and cartoon-like references as an accessible medium to open conversation on controversial topics. Punk Skunk Guernica offers us a dystopian and whimsical world that opens the door on socio-political themes, such as the class system, which English says is rarely discussed in America.
But I wanted to talk about social class in America, which is never even acknowledged. Most people don't acknowledge there's a social class. And also, our country's on the verge of a civil war, and a lot of people can't even talk to each other, and they certainly can't talk about ideas of religion or politics. So I thought, well, I'll create all these characters. They have all their own politics and all their own religions, and they're not parallel to anything. There's no direct counterpart in our world. So that was a lot of the impetus behind creating this world.
Star Wars Guernica features iconic well-known characters such as Darth Vader, R2-D2 and Yoda, immersed in a galactic battle of good versus evil. The scene sits atop a red carpet referencing Hollywood and the world of cinema. By manipulating the popular franchise Star Wars as a reference, Ron explores themes of conflict, war, and religion, using his creative lens to reimagine both cinematic and art history, making this incredible cultural phenomenon. Ron's creative process when making the works is one that pays homage to his photography skills used in his earlier years. Firstly, Ron creates a set inclusive of lighting, 3D figures often of his own making, and a handmade landscape, all to be used as a point of reference. He paints the original works in oils, but the limited edition canvases are printed here in the UK, using the very best and highest quality silk screening processes available. Silk screening is a highly skilled method of reproduction. The process is a labour of love and an art form in itself. Each ink colour is expertly hand-pulled through a pre-prepared screen to create the final image. The works are hand-signed by Ron as the final touch of authenticity. An extra special feature we have available on our website is a brand new augmented reality function, where you can bring the artwork to life in your very own home simply by clicking the View in Room button, and you will see the piece true to size on your own wall. A great feature to use if measuring up for the perfect place for these artworks. To find out more about these incredible artworks, get in touch with your local UK gallery or on castlefineart.com.